everyone, Adventures Blue are back with a whole lot of fun in our movie preview video of Smurfs. This live action animated musical fantasy comedy film is directed by Chris Miller and is based on the Smurfs comic book series created by Belgian artist P.O. A reboot of the Smurf film series. It promises chill thrills and laughter when the Smurfs tumble into theaters in the United States on July 18th, courtesy of Paramount Pictures. Let's delve into the movie preview video of Smurfs by discussing its positive and negative aspects. Before we dive deep into the movie preview video, let's first understand what the movie is all about. Papa Smurf gets kidnapped by the evil wizards Gargamel and his brother Razamel. To rescue him, Smurfette leads the Smurf on an adventure into the real world. Along the way, they meet new friends and learn what makes each of them special. Together, they must find their true purpose and save the universe. Positives of the movie. The new Smurfs movie is a visual treat. The animation blends 2D style textures with 3D in a way that feels both fresh and artistic, kind of like Spider-Verse or Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem. It is a big step up from the shiny live action 2011 version. This one really stays true to P.O.'s original Smurf designs while using modern animation tools beautifully. The story puts Smurfette front and center as the leader of a rescue mission to save Papa Smurf from Gargamel and his brother Razamel in modern day Paris. I loved seeing her take charge. It flips the usual damsel in distress idea on its head. There is a great mix of humor, emotion and adventure that keeps it fun and touching for all ages. The themes of courage, friendship and finding your destiny really stand out. The soundtrack is also worth mentioning. Rihanna's cover and her new song Friend of Mine fit perfectly and are already cashing on. Overall, the movie is full of heart, action and some truly magical animation. It is a great reboot that honors the past while moving forward with style. Negatives of the movie. The story feels way too familiar, just like the 2011 and 2013 live action Smurfs movies. Once again, the Smurfs fall through a portal into the real world and honestly, it gets boring really fast. The plot does not hold your interest for long. Rihanna voices Smurfette, but her voice does not fit the character at all. She sounds too much like a modern cool girl rather than the sweet and gentle Smurfette fans are used to. It does not even feel like she's trying hard. Her performance feels flat and out of place. The addition of an influencer Smurf and a hip-hop DJ version of Papa Smurf feels like a cheap attempt to appeal to Gen Z. The heavy use of trendy slang, neon dance scenes and a pop-heavy soundtrack makes the whole thing feel more like trolls than the Smurfs. It is trying too hard to be modern and loses the original charm. The animation style is another letdown. It leans heavily on tech-heavy CGI that does not match well with the 3D characters. The blend between human actors and animated Smurfs looks awkward, especially in the eyes. They just do not look right. It ends up looking low budget and mismatched, especially when compared to the Lost Village, which had a more polished and artistic look. Hollywood is stuck on reboots and sequels, and this film is just another example. It reuses the same basic plot. Smurfs leave their village, go to the real world and try to rescue Papa Smurf. We have already seen that in the 2011 and 2017 films. Instead, it would have been better to stick with this story and a setting of the Lost Village, which felt fresher and more true to the Smurfs world. Then Influencer Smurf feels like a gimmick and takes away from the timeless charm of the original characters. Using the word Smurf like a curse word and throwing in constant pop culture jokes come off as cringy and forced. Rihanna's casting does not work, and the same goes for most of the celebrity voices. They don't feel like the characters, they feel like famous people just reading lines. The voice acting overall is stiff and lifeless. Visually, the movie has moments where it just looks unfinished. The mix of animation and live action feels clunky, especially in the middle of the film where the animation suddenly looks cheaper and less detailed. In the end, the Smurfs reboot tries too hard to be cool and current but loses what made the original so special. It is a forgettable, overdone rehash that lacks heart, charm and real creativity. The live action animated musical fantasy comedy tries to be fun, but the story falls flat. The narration is boring and the direction is just okay. Most of the supporting cast does not impress, but Smurfette brings a bit of sparkle with a decent performance. The cinematography is fantastic and the locations are absolutely stunning. Smurfs grabs your attention with its fresh new art style, a bold story led by strong female characters and a fun soundtrack enhanced by Rihanna's pop vibes. It truly feels like the filmmakers aim to to create something special, not just another nostalgia-driven reboot. However, it stumbles a bit with overused live action scenes, trendy gimmicks, and some questionable voice casting. Fans of the Lost Village who loved its magical old school charm will find this flashy new direction a bit disappointing. You can catch Smurfs in theaters near you starting in July. Smurfs is a fun and colorful adventure filled with music that kids will enjoy. However, if you are looking for a fresh story or a heartfelt tribute to the classic Smurf Village, it may feel overly focused on modern trend and pop culture instead. Smurfs has received mixed reviews from critics, and we rate the movie 2.5 out of 5 stars. This rating is likely to be reflected in its box office performance when it hits theaters, with an expected opening weekend gross of around 13 million. And that's a wrap for our Smurfs movie preview video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to show some love by hitting that like button, sharing with your friends, dropping a comment, and subscribing to our channel. Please use the thanks option as much as you can to support us. Your support means the world to us. Catch you all in our next video. Until then, take care, stay safe, stay youthful, and keep watching our videos. Thank you.